Need some coins to that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out mudpacks.com where you guys can open up exciting packs, win tons of mud coins, and withdraw the coins to your account. Use code ZIRK for 15% off.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
So for those of you guys that didn't see my morning video, there is a huge AP change coming tomorrow. We are now going down to 6 AP on offense and 6 AP on defense. And I told you guys earlier today, I wanted to have a full video discussing this because there is a lot to say about this and a whole lot this is going to change. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Prince J for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to check out the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn notification bell on it, comment down below. Noti Gang. Also want to say shout out to you guys that checked out Underdog Fantasy yesterday, already had Underdog Fantasy, and used code ZIRK to get the RJ Barrett exclusive special. My dad actually hit on his for $400. So if you guys copied his, then you won 400 bucks. And I will you guys know, there's actually a new special coming today. I don't know exactly what time it's going to be coming, but it's going to be for Friday's game, and I will have that announcement later today. Honestly, I may have already announced that over on Twitter, and also maybe over here in the community tab as well. But there is another special that you guys better use for Friday's game, so sign up right now and use code ZARK to match first deposit up to $100, and to get the new special, I will definitely be using that on Friday. All right, so we need to talk about this change because obviously this is really, really big. Now, there are a lot of ways to kind of take this change, okay? Number one, some people may not like this change, and I'll be honest with you guys, as of this very moment, I'm kind of split on it. I really want to see how exactly this works out. And what I mean by that is I want to see how this changes people's play style, not only offensively, but defensively. Obviously, a lot of this game right now is controlled by pass rush and KOs, right? A lot of people like to run that man press scheme, have those short route KOs, have those deep route KOs, have those AK X factors as pass rushers, and you're not necessarily gonna be able to do that now. Now, offensively, some people like to run the football, some people like to strictly pass the football. Well, I like to run the ball, and I like my Gus Edwards exactly with the abilities that I have on him. Unfortunately so, he costs 2 AP. And, now, 2 AP is 1/3 of your offense. So now this really changes a lot. Now, again, you could kind of take this as a good thing, right? Okay, EA's shaking up the game. They're making some changes. It's going to make people change, and it's going to kind of freshen up the game these last couple of months. Or you could take it as a bad way and say, well, how in the world am I going to do this? Now, a couple of things about this, though. What does this actually change in the game? Well, number one, this makes a lot of the players who are able to get double 0 AP abilities way more expensive. What do I mean by that? CeeDee Lamb. I have CeeDee Lamb on my team. You guys see I am actually currently using 2 AP on him. Well, that's because I have 4 abilities. But if I wasn't, I could put short out on him and short in for 0 AP total. CeeDee Lamb now just became the most valuable wide receiver in the game because he already was, in my opinion, the best receiver in the game. Now he's by far and away the best receiver in the game. Randy Moss is also up there. Of course, you can put route tech on him and deep out for 0, but I feel like having the short out, shorted slot receiver made CeeDee the best slot, and now I feel like he's even more valuable and the best. And his price reflects that. As of the time that I'm recording this video, guys, CeeDee Lamb has shot all the way up to 1.7 million coins, so he obviously has shot up a lot. Number two, quarterbacks, right? A lot of the QBs are able to get the quote-unquote God stack right now for 3 AP of Set Feet Lead, Gunslinger, Howrah Master, and Fearless, right? That is a lot of the QBs right now. Well, there's one that gets it for 2, and that's Aaron Rodgers. He also has shot up from just under 900K to about 1.7, 1.8 million coins, again, as the time that I'm recording this video. So that 1 AP that you're saving with Rodgers just became so valuable because otherwise, you're spending half your AP on your quarterback. This is heavily affecting the prices of those specific players. Also, Ring of Honor players, they are all able to get, 2 0 AP abilities, so they just became way more valuable as well as just the game changers. But I really feel like, although yes, offensively, this is going to change a lot with only having 6 AP available, the quarterback is going to at least take 1/3 of that if you're using Aaron Rodgers. Otherwise, it's going to take half your AP, and then you're really gonna have to figure out your scheme, because having the combination of, let's say, deep out and short in, short out, whatever on a lot of players isn't going to be able to be had, right? With a lot of the new players coming out with them only having 1 0 AP ability bucket. But I feel like defensively, this is kind of where it affects things more, because what is like the number one thing that people are doing right now? Well, as you guys can see, I have two of them on my team. I have Shaquille Leonard, and I also have George Karlaftis. So I'm spending 2 AP right now to get just the Unstoppable Force X Factors on these players. Now, what is my plan? Do I plan to move away from those Unstoppable Force X Factors? To be honest, no. But I am going to have to make some adjustments to be able to actually fit that in my scheme, because then I only have 4 AP left, right? So then you have to decide, what do you want? Do you want inside stuff on a DT? Personally, I feel like that's pretty important. I like to have that. There's half my AP on defense. So then I have to decide between having deep out zone KOs on my corner, having acrobat potentially on one of my users. I'm truly undecided on what exactly I am going to do, but I will let you guys know I will likely do a lineup update video, maybe on Friday, probably on Friday, to kind of let you guys see my team and kind of see how I went around the 6 AP total, because I feel like defensively especially, that is really going to change things up. I mean, you're either going to have to move away from using these AKX factors, which in my opinion, they're just too valuable. They're really just too good. Or you're going to have to move away from using like KOs, acrobat, inside stuffs. It's really going to be interesting. Now, one other thing that I do want to bring up here is on May 18th, we have golden tickets coming out, right? Now, I tweeted about this. I want your guys' opinions on it as well. As we already know, golden tickets coming out May 18th. It'll be the first batch of them, whatever. We already know they only have one 0 AP ability bucket. Well, what does this mean for golden tickets? In my opinion, if EA were to go ahead and actually add an extra 0 AP ability bucket to golden tickets, that would really bring some spark back to this game. Because as of right now, with those GTs coming out, whatever, it's pretty much the same as every other card that's going to be out. You're going to have a lot of cool cards, though, like Julius Peppers, some of the taller users, you know, some cool receivers, whatever, quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson. But the issue is, with them now being, you know, 6 AP limited, Lamar Jackson, as far as we know, is only going to be able to get all those abilities, the God Stack, for 3 AP. So, will people still decide to go with Aaron Rodgers to save that 1 AP? But imagine if EA released those golden tickets with 2 0 AP buckets and allowed them to be the absolute best cards in the game that people want to get. That would bring some life into this game during the summertime. If they don't do that, we're still going to have a select few that a lot of people are going to want to go ahead and pick up, but they're not going to be like, oh, you need this card like you need Rodgers or CeeDee Lamb or Randy Moss. In my opinion, that's an essential change for EA to make there, is to give 2 0 AP buckets. That would be massive. As I said, the market is most certainly being affected by this change. Aaron Rodgers actually down. He was up to 1.8. He's now down to almost 1.4 million coins now, and a lot of people are going to be buying this. The CeeDee Lamb as well, very expensive right now. Let me know down below what you guys think about this change. As I said, I'm very split on it. You know, I got really annoyed playing a lot of the spinners with short route KOs and the Unstoppable Force X Factors, and you know, you're really not going to be able to run that now on defense and kind of get away with it. Now, maybe you can run KOs depending on the player you have, but maybe you want to have extra AP to put on, say, Pick Artist potentially, or Acrobats, and people like to run. It's really going to be interesting. I think it's a nice shakeup, to be honest. It's cool to see things change, but they also could have increased AP. So let me know down below what you guys think about it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like on it, and of course hit that sub button down below. Check out Underdog Fantasy, use code ZERK, follow me over on Twitter for my NBA picks today, and don't miss out on the new special that may already be out right now if you guys download the app. You may see it in your app right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.